والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم ودعاء إلى الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى مع لطف وعافية برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك العلم لدني ومشرب في الهني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك العلم لدني في الهني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك العلم لدني ومشرب في الهني يا وهاب يا غني. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Okay, Alhamdulillah, last time round we took the first 30 words. I hope you're all memorizing. Okay, we have also taken the next. Alright, the next 30 as well. That's the number 2. Alright, so now we're on to number 3. Okay, number 3. Okay, let's take this words as well today. So I'll slowly memorizing the words. Then inshallah, once I'm a bit more free from the dawrah, I will give you all a test on Arabic, an Arabic language test, inshallah. Okay. So the words here. Alright, the first one is وضع يضع وضعا, put, to put something down. Put, right, to put something down. Put, وضع, put. ترك يترك تركا, leave, to leave. طلع يطلع طلوعا, rise, right, to go up. طلع means to go up. طلع البدر علينا, طلع البدر علينا. طلع means the moon rose, the full moon rose over us. نزل, descend or to go down. نزول القرآن, the nuzul Quran, it goes down. سقط, fall. Okay. مسك, hold. Okay, مسك يمسك, to hold. Like you say imsak. Imsak means to hold yourself from not eating. So amsaka, same thing as well. Amsaka yumsiku, like grasp. To grasp something and to hold. Okay, masaka yamsiku, maskan. Amsaka yumsiku imsak, to hold, to stop yourself from doing something. Okay, rosama yarsumu, draw. To draw, with a pencil, to draw. Rosama yarsumu rasman. Sawwara yusawwiru taswiran, take a picture. Take a picture. Sawwara yusawwiru taswiran, take a picture. Okay. Alright. Let me just do the one on top here first. Number 16. Abada. Abada ya'budu, worship. How you say ibadah. Ibadah, to worship. Salla yusalli salatan, pray. Okay, pray. Soma yasumu sauman, fast. Okay, soma yasumu sauman, fast. Raka'a yarka'u ruku'an, bow, to ruku'. Right, to ruku' in your prayer, to ruku'. Right, so there's fasting, and then there is sujud, and then there is bowing. Alright. Alright. Sajada yasjudu, to sujud. Right, to prostrate. But if you know sujud, then it's easier lah, sujud. It means to sujud. Okay. Alright. Okay. And then you have tawadda'a. Tawadda'a, tawadda'u, to take wudu. Right? To take wudu. To take wudu. Tayammama, to tayammum. Right? To tayammum. Okay. Aftara, yuftiru, iftaran. Iftar, that means to break fast. To break your fast after fasting. Tasahhara, yatasahharu, to sahur. Okay, in Arabic, you can this was all can be in verbal form. Tasahhara, yatasahharu, tasahhuran, to sahur when you are fasting. To sahur, to take the pre-dawn meal. Okay. Alright, if you are ready, I'll go down to the next part. Okay. Okay. Right, so I go down further down. Okay, if you all think that 30 words per week is a lot, I can reduce. Is it a lot? 30 words per week. Is it a lot to do 30 words? Because it's like one after every solat. So I know that the moment you miss, it's a lot lah. Right? If you miss one solat, you don't do one word for the solat, then it's a lot to consider. So if you think it's a lot, then every week we can just put like 10 words or 15 words. So we can like I can stop here. And for the next few weeks, you'll just memorize what we have taken. Right? Because what is important is that you memorize. That is important. Memorize the Arabic. Okay. So if you all want, this is the last set. Then for the next few weeks, you all memorize. Okay, then I will test the first 3 sets. Can. So I give you all a few more weeks, memorize these first 3 sets, so that I don't keep putting onto you all more and more and more and more. Because you're like, I haven't memorized the first set also. The first set still haven't memorized. Then still getting more and more. Every 30, 30, 30. Now it's 90. Right? 90 words already. MashaAllah. Right, so it will be a build up. It will be a build up. Right, so what we can do is after this 30, then I will take a few weeks break somewhat, and then you memorize them. Then I'll do a test for you all for these words. The test, simple test. Basically, I'll just give you the Arabic words and you write down the English. That's all. Okay, so I won't make you think of it's more difficult to give you the English and you tell me the Arabic. It's easier that I give you the Arabic, you tell me the English. It's actually easier. Because if I say, okay, how do I say, like for example, run in Arabic? You're like, run in Arabic, run. But if I say, yajri. Yajri, okay, I remember that one, right? Yajri, run. Okay, it's easier the other way, right? That you give your own mother tongue. That is your own mother tongue, right? And I ask you the foreign language, right? Mashallah. Okay, I mean that's what I find lah. Whenever I translate, I find that translating from Arabic to English is much easier than translating from English to Arabic. I know it's much harder. Okay, طالع يطالع مطالعة. Alright, this one number 10 is to inquire. To inquire or to explore. Right? So tala'a means to rise, right? Tala'a, that means you look inside. To look into a matter. That's called tala'a. To look into a matter, inquire, to investigate, right? To explore, of all these meanings. That's called tala'a. To look into a matter. To look into a matter. Think of a good one English word to say. Okay. Ja'a yaju'u ju'an, hungry. Okay. Shabi'a yashba'u shab'an, full. Full, that means not hungry. Okay. In Arabic, to say that a container is full, it's a different word. Okay. A container is full, is a mala'a. That's for Arabic. But for English, they're both called full. Right? But for full of food, I'm full of food, I'm so full. That one is shabi'a. Shabi'a too, I'm so full, ate so much today. I'm so full. That is the meaning of shabi'a. To be full of something. Of food. Yatazakkara, yatazakkaru, remind. Zakara, yazkuru, mention. Okay. Nasya, yansa, nisyanan, forget. Right? Okay. Some words like we already know, like sujud, ruku, syukur, right? So that's like the words that you're familiar with. You already seen these words before. Like so shakara, yashkuru, shukran, syukur. Right? To be grateful. Right? To be grateful. Sabara, yasbiru, sabran, patient. Sabar. Rahima, yarhamu, rahmatan, merciful. Mercy. Right? To have mercy. Harasa, yahrusu, hirasan. Hirasatan. To guard. To guard over something, to guard. Qadara, yaqdiru, qudratan. Qadara, able. Able or powerful. Put able to do something. Istita'a, yastati'u, istita'atan. Also has the meaning of able. They both mean able. So like if someone were to ask me, can you do something? They will say, hal tastati'in? Like, can you do it? Or they will say, hal taqdirin? They will say, hal tastati'in or hal taqdirin? They are both interchangeable. They say, aqdir, I can do it. Or I say, astati, I can do it. I'm able to do it. Okay? Alright. I'm not sure if the masjid has the book already to be sold, but you all have the PDF, so you can print it out if you want to. Right? If you want to print out, you can print it out, inshallah. Okay, let's do our class today. We have done our we have done our vocabulary. Let's do the class. Can you share? Alright. So previously, I spoke about past tense, correct? I spoke about past tense, first person, second person, third person, correct? First, second, and third persons. Okay, I also spoke about present tense, but I only spoke about third persons, correct? For present tense, third persons, correct? So today we will talk about second persons, alright, and also the first persons. If you have time, we can do that one as well. Okay, so last week, what word did I use for the verb? What was it? Did I say? Was it fa'ala also? Still fa'ala? Right, to do fa'ala. Okay. Right. So, yeah, last week I said yaf'alu. 'Alu. Right. Fa'ala, yaf. Okay, the ain can be different harakats. Right, so I will use a color. It can be yaf olu, it can be yaf alu, it can be yaf ilu. As mentioned, the ain letter always not the ain letter but the middle letter. The middle letter can always change harakat depending on the word. Different words will hold different harakats. In the future, I will teach you how do we tell what kind of harakat it will hold. Right, so but for now, we just know that it can have different possible harakats. The last letter is yaf'alu. Okay, so last week, right, we spoke about huwa, that is he. We spoke about hiya, she. We spoke about huma, right, two males. We spoke about huma, two females. We spoke about hum, they. And hum is all males or about hunna. Right, and hunna is they, female. From these, we wrote the different rulings. So I'll put the word fa'ala for all of them. I'm doing this first as a revision and also to extend to second person. This first third person. Okay, then okay. So the first letter for third persons, the first letter tells you whether it's male or female, right? So I'm gonna use I can't remember what colors I used last week. It's in the house colors. Right, so if it's ya, it's male. If it's a ta, it's female. You learned that, eh? So if it's two males, it will be a ya. If it's two females, it will be a ta. Okay? If it's a lot of people, mixed gender, male and female, it will be a ya. Okay, here one exception, it will be a ya, and it's not a ta because the letter at the end tells me that it is female. Right? So the whole purpose of the ta is to tell me I'm talking about females. But if there's another letter already doing the job, then there's no need for the ya to become a ta. The default is a ya. Default is a ya. It only becomes a ta if you have to show that it's a female. You're talking about female people. Alright? Inshallah, next week or the week after, I'll give you all practices on all I have learned, all that I have taught you all, right? So that you can practice and you can use the ya and the ta correctly. Okay, huma yaf'alan. Right, huma taf'alan. Remember, I told you all about this alif of duality. This alif is called the alif of duality. To show dual, two. Okay, and then we have the last one there, yaf'aluna. This is called waw jama'ah, which means the waw of plurals. Alright, so that means there's many people we are speaking about. So yaf'aluna. Remember in the past tense we spoke about it. Right, fa'alu, hum fa'alu. So you can refer to your notes and you can see those people they did. Right, so hum fa'al is a waw that appeared. Those people, the two people they did. Huma fa'ala. In that way. Huma fa'ala. Okay. So many women hunna fa'alna. Hunna fa'alna. This was last week's class. Last week's class on verbs. Okay. Now I'm doing the second persons. Last week we wrote all of these things down, kan? So now second persons. Okay, for second persons, when I think of all my pronouns for second persons, I say anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna. That's how I say you in Arabic. I'm going to put it down, right? So, anta, they all mean you, right? Anta, anti, antuma. Antuma for male and female, there's no difference. It's the same. And antuma for male and female, there's no difference. Antum. And then last one is, let me just bring it down. Antuma, antum, antum, and the last one is antunna. Okay, all right. So one thing you notice is for all the anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna, right, is that they have a specific structure: alif, nun, and ta. Alif, nun, and ta, alif, nun, and ta, alif, nun, and ta, alif, nun, and ta, all around. Correct? Okay. So just to remember, right, when I want to put this into my verb, okay, so I have all my fa'ala coming out. So the blue part is the verb. So whatever verb it is, you just replace the blue part. Right? So if I say sit, jalasa, yajlisu, so I will replace all my fa with my ja. I'll give you all practice inshallah soon. Right? So you can know how to use this. Okay. So all of the use, the second person, right, very important ruling. All of the second persons, they always begin with ta. All second persons must begin with ta, and this ta is representative of you. Okay, that ta is representative of you. On this side, on third person side, the ya is representative of third person. Right, third person. The ta just shows female. But does not show second person. The tas here are all used, that means second persons. So, for all the second persons, automatically the first letter is ta. Taf'al. Ta. Ta and ta. They are all ta. Let me put in the harakat. I didn't put the harakat just now. On this side. Taf'alu. Yaf'alu. Taf'alu. Yaf'alani. Taf'alani. Yaf'aluna. Yaf'alna. Okay. Right, here is taf'alu. Alright. Okay, here is an issue. Here on this side, now they see, okay, now they all look the same. They all taf'al, right? So how do I differentiate between male and female? How do I differentiate between one, two, and many? Right? So between male and female, how I differentiate will be like this. Let me just draw it again. Okay, for male and female of it, I will put in let me see what color. Purple. Okay. Ya and nun. Taf'alina. Anti taf'alina. Okay, for male and female. That's how I differentiate. So this ya is called the ya of femininity. Right, like how we have here a nun. There is a nun of femininity. Nun of femininity. Right? Okay? Like how this star in front here, this star is a star of female. Later on I'll talk about it, okay? So ya of family taf'alina. Just erase extra dots around. Dots extra. Okay? Taf'alina. Okay, now I have antuma. Antuma is dual. Antuma is dual. So now I want to introduce a dual. I go back to my color coding. Dual means alif nun. So taf'alani. Antuma taf'alani. Alright. I'm done with my duals. There's no other way I'm going to make this female or male. They're the same. Whether it's females, whether it's males, I will just say taf'alani. Antuma taf'alani. Okay, for antum, put it in pink. Taf'a, I'm going to put the wow or plurals in. Taf'aluna. Okay, same thing. Yaf'aluna. Taf'aluna. Alright. Taf'aluna. Here is taf'alani. Same thing here also. So now my antunna, I need to put in the antunna sign at the back, which is nun. But the ta remains because I'm showing use. They're all use. So taf'alna. As how I had down here, yaf'alna. Here I have taf'alna. These are my second persons. Okay? Alright? So just remember, if it's one you or Ali, taf'al. You or Fatima, taf'alina. The two of you, taf'alani. All of you, taf'aluna. Or you women, taf'alna. Okay. Inshallah, when you do practices, you do exercises, it will begin to fall into place, inshallah. Okay, since we have a bit of time, I want to continue and just do a last one on the first persons. Because there are only two of them, I and we. So this might as well finish the entire thing, I and we. Alright, and I and we very easy. Ana, I, and then nahnu. We. Okay, so my original word fa'ala. Okay, so what do I put in front? For the ana, I put the hamza. Af'al. For the nahnu, I put a nun. Naf'al. Okay, that's all. Hamza and nun. Ana af'al. Nahnu naf'al. Dah. Itu je. That's all. Alright, so ana and nahnu is the easiest. Just follow the first letter of ana. Ana first letter is hamza. Nahnu first letter is nun. Dah. So that is the first thing that it will come in the word. Ana af'al. Nahnu naf'al. Okay? Alright. Okay, then we'll see if there are any questions. Shadda for yaf'alna. There's no shadda. And we're taking the basic form first. There are other forms. But for now, I'm keeping it basic. I'm not going to go into more complicated forms. Alright? Okay? Okay? If you all are okay with this, you all copy first, you're copying. If you're copying it, you copy first. Okay? Alright, if you all okay, like I'm going to now, okay, I'll leave this here. Let me just put the words at the bottom and you can try yourself to write it out. Okay, so let's write out the words that we've taken from before. Words we've taken from before will be so from last week words which are, okay, for example, let's take the word la'iba. La'iba yal'abu. Okay, la'iba yal'abu. Okay, so the word la'iba yal'abu. Let me erase my original word. So the new word will be black. La i. I'll put it in yal'abu. Okay. So yal'abu means he played. La'iba means play. So here it means, let's erase this part. Okay, he, because the ya tells me he, right? He plays is the present tense. He plays. Okay, I want you all to look at all this entire chart, right? And we just erase some parts to make more space. I will erase all the scribbles in between, so it looks neater. Okay. Okay. Can? So it's just the chart. Right. So now write down in Arabic. Try our best. Write down in Arabic. Okay, there are two things. Okay. First one is write down in English. What does this mean? Okay, the first one, I'm going to write down. Okay, so what does it mean? Right, the word already means play, but who is playing? I'm asking you who is playing. Okay. Okay, so write down for me. Okay, I'm doing. The first word is nal'abu. The second word is tal'abuna. So write down who is playing. Who are the people who are playing? Yal'ab is to play. Okay, write down who are the people who are playing. And give more. Okay, number 3. Okay. Number 4. Okay. Okay, so the first one, nal'abu. What does nal'abu mean? You can just put on the chat if you want to put on the chat. What does nal'abu mean? Nal'abu means we play, correct? We play. Okay, tal'abun. 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 It means tal'abun. They all play, more than two males or a group of people, male and female. Right? They all play. They all play. Okay, what is yal'abani? Right, the two boys play. Correct. Two males play or two boys play. Two boys. It's not they, is you. Sorry, I put they put up because tal is ta. So you all play, not they all play. You all play. Okay, this is you. Why? Because the ta there. Tal'abuna. You all play. Right. So yal'abani. They all, the two boys, they play. Last one, tal'abu has two possible meanings. Right? Tal'abu has two possible meanings. Because tal'abu fits for she plays. Tal'abu also fits for you boy play. Correct? You or Ali, you play. Correct? So tal'abu can mean she plays or you Ali play. So tal'abu can have two meanings there. Can mean she plays. Right? Can also have the meaning of let it somewhere. The up there. There's a meaning of put it up. This one. Okay. So which means you male play. Okay. I get it. Alright. Okay. So inshallah, maybe in a few weeks when I have more time, I will prepare for you all like this kind of worksheets, right? So you can practice. You can practice translating. I'm gonna stay first from going from Arabic to English. As I said, it's easier. We're gonna stay that way first, going from Arabic to English. I'm not gonna go from English to Arabic yet. Right, so we're gonna stay from Arabic to English. As mentioned, this Arabic class for in Masjid Khalid for the first semester in year one. Is basically to ease people into the Arabic language. So I will start from really beginners. Like because in the past I realized that when we go right into Arabic quickly, those who are really beginners, they get really lost. And the thing about Arabic is that it will just build up. It will just build up. Right. So if you're lost in the first part, then it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get more and more and more and more. It's really like it's a building up. It's like mathematics. If you don't learn your addition or multiplication or division properly, then when you learn going up into algebra, going up into calculus, everything is gonna get a big mess because your basics are not there. Same thing with Arabic. The basics must be there. If it's not there, then then it's gonna be very difficult lah. Alright, mashallah. But inshallah, may Allah make it easy for everyone. May Allah open up your hearts to Arabic language. It is a beautiful language. It is a lot of gifts and fruits in learning Arabic. And it opens up doors to the Quran, to the Hadith, to the scholars and what they say. And mashallah, it is a big treasure, right? The Arabic language. So if you can, with the niyat intention, to learn the Arabic language because it's a language of Jannah, of paradise. It's the language of the Quran, language of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Inshallah, we intend that to learn all these things to get closer to Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so inshallah, may Allah give us openings in the Arabic language. Okay, we'll stop here for today. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad.